Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to your March horoscope of March 2021. This is finally coming out on time. I mean, I did well with Aries before, but if you couldn't tell, I was a disaster for the rest of them. So we're going to do March of 2021 and see what's going on here. So if you haven't seen those before, I'll just go over real quick. I have about 6 cards that I'm going to pull real fast from 2 different decks, as well as an advice card that I bring out at the end. The decks that I will be using today are the Moonology Oracle cards, the Akashic Tarot cards, and for the advice cards, I will be using my Everyday Tarot deck, which is a cute little thing. It's a cute little set. But the idea is that I will be drawing out and laying out the cards here for you, and then what will happen is it will go over the overall energies. It will also go over specific areas such as love, money, work, spirit, etc. So what I will do is I will quickly get those shuffled in front of you. I will also lay them out, and then we will get started with the readings. If this sign is in either your sun, moon, or rising, there is a message here for you for the month of March 2021. So let's keep that in mind. If you fall under any of these, then you will be able to grab a little bit of a message from each of them. So let's get started on the reading, shall we? So first and foremost, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle for the overall energy card. This is the card that's going to tell us about what the month is holding in store for you. Overall energy. It's going to be kind of the overall theme for what's going to happen during March for my Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Give me 1 second. Oh, that card's sticking out. Put that to the side here. All right, let's see what it has to say here. Ooh, full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, so dreamers, Aries, you guys are super passionate. So you guys probably have a lot of goals and ambitions coming your way that you want to work on. So this is something to think about. Your dreams are your dreams, and you should always pursue your dreams. I'm never going to tell anyone to not pursue their dreams because that's just stupid. But you need to make sure that you have a practical plan of reaching those dreams. Make sure everything in your life is taken care of. Make sure that you have all the things that you need going for you, all the resources that are on your side. Make sure that you can pursue that dream, because if you can't pursue the dream, then what is the point of you having this dream if you can't actually pursue it? It's something that you need to take a look at and make sure that it works for you, okay? So that's the overall theme going on here. Well, let's lay down the 5 cards, shall we? I'm going to shuffle real fast and see if 5 cards will pop up. And I will probably cut in the middle when it is time to use that. March is going to be an interesting time this year, so hopefully everyone is keeping safe, especially with the pandemic stuff still going on around the world as we speak. Let's see. Let's do the first card here. First card here, going to be love, money, career, health, and spirit. Okay, just laid these out for you. Okay. Well, let's see what's going on here. So this first card over here is your love. This could be either a person or someone that you love, like family or friends or anything like that. It could also mean romantic partners. It also could be like a passion project or something that just drives you in your soul, which is very Aries. So let's see what's going on here. Oh man. Bath or birth in reverse, number 4. That's lovely. Why was there a battery right there? Give me 1 second. The basic idea here, if it's in a romantic thing, you might be having struggles with getting a romantic relationship started or continuing with one. especially if it's in the early stages. Like if you guys have been together for about 6 months or less, it might be having a problem there. It's not necessarily anyone's fault. It just means that there's like some sort of delays or problems kind of jump starting it. So think about it this way. If you were together with someone and everything seems fine and dandy, but there's something not quite right because now you're like, oh, I want to move in with them, but they're being very hesitant and stuff like that to get that going. So one of the things that you need to think about is, why are they hesitant to start? Why are they hesitant to move in with me? What's going on here? That kind of vibe I'm getting here. It also talks about pregnancy being a difficult time. So think about if you're trying to have a baby at this time with your romantic partner, that might be affecting things in your home because you might be having struggles starting to have a child or beginning that process. Or maybe there is a pregnancy that popped up that was unexpected and now you're like, I don't know what to do. I really don't know. And it's putting kind of a damper there. If it's not a romantic person, then usually people that are like younger than you or that have more childlike behavior, you might be having a strained kind of relationship with them. It's not strained as if like you did something horribly wrong and they're like, I'm not talking to you. But it's more of, there's so much going on in life and there's so much needing to be done and you're like, I wish I could make more time, but I really can't. I'm focusing too much on this, these other aspects of my life, and it's causing me pain. If it's a passion project, it probably is, you're probably trying to start something new or begin a new thing, and it's saying that there's a delay in the project. If you're in the very beginning stages, it's giving you kind of this thing saying it's going to take a little bit longer. Don't rush into it. It's going to take a moment. You're not really going to be able to finish it that quickly. Before you move on to the next stage, there's a lot of things that you need to focus on. So, your dreams need a practical plan. That actually makes a lot of sense with your love life here, because even if it's a romantic thing, you need to make sure that you are a good compatible fit with this person, enough that they're willing to work with you the rest of the way, or sit down and be like, okay, so we need to figure out why this is happening the way that it's happening. We've got to figure out how we can fix this, how we can save this, or if we should just stop. Because you can't keep something if it's not going to be good for your life. So definitely taking a moment to think about what things you need to do for yourself during that. If it's the passion project, maybe you need to take a step back from it and think, okay, so what's the next step? What do I need to do to take care of this passion project? Am I missing something? Is there something that I need to do first? Is there something that is holding me back because I was too brash or something like that? Think about what it is you could do to make it move forward in a practical sense. Don't think about if you're like an artist or something and it's a painting or something like that, don't think, oh, well, I'm having artist block. No, there's something else going on here. It's something practical, something that's tangible, that's material. Not necessarily material like you're missing something that is materialistic, but something that is more of the practicality mindset, much more of the earth, down to earth, rather than the passion and the fire that is creative energy. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. I hope, that's good. You have the time. You might be able to get this fixed. So don't worry. It's probably not going to be that bad. Let's just make sure of that, though. All right, let's move on to the next card. I will, of course, give a summary of all of the cards that we read at the very end, okay? So the next card here, this is money. Money is not just financial gain, although it could very much mean like your finances and your monetary wealth. It also means something that helps you, helps you persevere in this world, what keeps you sustained and what keeps you going. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Two of Roses, the Winged Messenger. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so it's a good news, bad news kind of situation here. So the good news, it shows you being able to go above challenges that you're going to be facing, but there are going to be challenges coming your way. So the bad news, a lot when it comes to the money part, you might be dealing with something of a home, an inheritance, or a possession thing. Like there might be a challenge going on with your possessions or an inheritance coming up, something that's affecting how you sustain yourself, plus what is owed to you or what is given to you. So it's something a little bit bigger than what normal, like it's something a little bit bigger than like normal finances, like daily bills and stuff like that. It's something dealing with like your home, an inheritance, something that's owed to you, or something that you own that might have to be sold, something like that, because it's giving me that kind of feeling. It's showing that you can take care of challenges. You've got this ability to take care of these challenges. You're not just someone who's going to sit back and let that happen. You have the ability to face these challenges head on, and it's going to start coming at you, but you should be able to navigate it okay as long as you don't let your head get too much in the way. You can keep above the challenges and keep your neck above water. It's something that you can control, and just to be aware that it's coming, you know? I like that. I mean, it's definitely giving me that vibe of that you have to protect something that's yours or that's owed to you because you have this thing, and now there's people challenging whether or not it should be yours, or they're challenging the validity of it, or even like maybe there's a chance you won't get it, or there's a chance that you might lose it. Your dreams need a practical plan. There's definitely like you're going to be faced with challenges, and you're going to be able to succeed from these challenges, but you need to make sure that you are one step ahead when it comes to it. Take a moment to take inventory about what you can and cannot do. What are the options? What's worst case and best case scenario? What is it that you need to do? And don't think of like, oh, if only I won the lottery tomorrow. Think practically. Think like maybe I'll have to take out a loan at some point, or maybe I'll have to take out a mortgage if you own a house or something like that. It's one of those feelings of just you're going to be faced with challenges. Things are going to be tight, but you're going to do okay. You're going to be above it all, and you're going to succeed. And don't worry, you got this. But you should keep that plan going so that you can keep up with it. What an interesting set of cards so far. Let's move on to the next one. This one is work. So this could be a job that pays you money. It could be studies if you are a student. If you stay at home and take care of the house or the children, then this could also be for you. It's also volunteer work as well. So keep that in mind. What's this card say? Oh, interesting. One of Scrolls, on track, but it is in reverse. Let's see what's going on. It's telling you that the decisions that you're making, your indecisiveness might be affecting how well you're doing. So you need to make a decision. You need to keep on track with your life goals. So I know that this can be a lot for like students who are like, oh, but I don't know if I should keep up with this major or something like that, because they're like, I don't know, maybe, I don't think I can and stuff. It's like, no. Stop being indecisive. You've got to actually take that action and move forward with it. If this is something that you want to do, this is a dream, this is what you want to do, this is what you feel drawn to do or anything like that, go for it. Stop delaying. You might make it worse on yourself if you delay anymore. Now's the time to take action rather than to hold back and not do anything. Now's the time to really grasp what's going on here. If this is something that you want to do with your life, if this is something, really take that action, really put it out there. Be like, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I feel called to do, or this is what drives me. This is a passion of mine. I want to succeed. The more indecisive you are, the more delayed and the more sabotaged it's going to be. Stop taking your time and start taking action. Your dreams need a practical plan. You can't keep this indecisiveness. If you really can't decide right now and you need another moment, make a pros and cons list. Double check things. Figure out how you can move forward and start taking those steps instead of being like, oh, well, I'll do it if I get X amount of money. No. You need to start making that plan now. It's not, oh, I'll have to wait until I get X amount of money. It's more of, I'm going to do what I can to earn this much money by this time so I can get this started. Don't delay anymore. This is not the time to delay. This is not the time to delay. I like that. That's a good card to have right there. It's just telling you, stop delaying, stop making these indecisive questions, like, boom. It's time. You really gotta go. Come on. Snap to it, Aries. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's see. What's the next one? This one here. This one is health. This is your physical health or your mental health or even your emotional health. It's just, how are you doing? How are you feeling? What's going on in your life? Ooh, that's another major, and it's one of the best ones. This is will, wisdom, and mind. I love this one. It basically is saying that you're hitting that trifecta of good. So either you have been at peak mental health or peak physical health at this time, and you're going to keep at that same peak there because it's like a good thing going. You're actually doing well. Everything's balancing out and you're not pushing yourself too hard. It's not going too bad. Also, if you have been struggling with mental health or physical health or anything like that, this is showing you getting help and actually getting the time together to move forward and get past it. It's talking about everything kind of falling into place and working beautifully. I mean, look at how fluid this image is, how everything just kind of falls into place and how everything balances out. You are currently, if you have been struggling and you're trying to get yourself back into a good rhythm or into a good place, this is telling you that everything's going to start falling into place here. Things are going to start working out in your favor. Now, you do have stuff to take care of. It's telling you that, especially with this, your dreams need a practical plan. Don't just take this as being like, oh, so I just have to wait and it's working. No. It's telling you that you still have to put the efforts in. You still have to make time for yourself. You still have to take care of yourself. Take your medicine. Take care of your mental health and like do a lot of self-care options. Make sure that you're not getting sick or that you're overworking yourself. Things are just going to be a little bit easier because of this. It's going to help. Things are going to fall into place, but you still have to put the effort in. You still have to be practical with it. That's what it's telling you. Aries, this is actually kind of positive. There's a little negative, but it's not bad. It's looking pretty good. Let's see what this last one is. This is spirit. So this is what your soul is telling you. What is it that you need to remember? What is it that it's driving you to do? Ooh, another major arcana, the Oracle of Delphi, and that is face up. What does this have to tell you? Oh, this is beautiful. So this card here is telling you that this is a time of insight and practicality on what's going on in here, what your feelings are telling you to do. Your instinct is going to be on point this month. Your insight into yourself is going to be so truly strong that you're going to want to listen to yourself. This is such a good card to have in your spirit. It's telling you to listen to what your soul has to tell you. Even if you don't quite understand it at that point, if your soul is pointing at something, go with it. It's telling you this for a reason. If you are a religious person, this probably will come out in the form of prayer or in the form of a speech between you and any deity that you believe in. If you are a Christian, if you're pagan, if you're Muslim, if you're Jewish, it doesn't matter. If you believe in something and it's giving you messages, take those messages and run with it, you know? This is not a card that's saying, oh, your emotions might be lying to you. No, your intuition's on point. You just have to listen to it and hear what it has to say, because it's telling you something very important. And at this point, your intuition is going to be very strong and you're going to want to listen to it. Your dreams need a practical plan here. So when your intuition is telling you you got to do something, take those steps to figure out what it is, how you can reach that. It might not make sense right away, but start making plans about it. Journal a little bit and figure out, okay, so my gut is telling me that I need to make pot roast for dinner tonight. Why would I need to make pot roast? Okay, well, let's quickly go down the list. I'm making a bigger dinner. Do I have the ingredients? Yes, I do. Do I have the time? Yes, I do. Why am I making the pot roast? I don't know. Okay, well, I could probably make some for leftovers and then eat them, and then, you know, over the next couple of days, and then everything will be good, right? And then later that night, you get a knock on the door, and it's a friend who's having a really tough time, and they're like, I can't be at home right now. I'm not doing good. And you're like, okay. Have you eaten yet? No. Well, lucky you. I have made a pot roast and I'm not going to be able to eat it all by myself. So you're actually, do you want pot roast? I love pot roast. Okay, then let's go. That kind of thing. Does that make sense? It's the idea that your intuition is telling you things. Make the practical plans, but also, like, if you don't understand why your feelings are telling you, oh, I need to do this, think maybe there is a reason, even if you can't really plan for it, because that's your intuition just booming. So you're going to want to make some plans and keep them. Make sure that it's practical, though. So just in case it doesn't immediately come like that, it will make sense in the long run. So you can be like, okay, well, let's say that friend didn't end up coming over that night, but ended up doing something else. Now you have leftovers that you can eat for the next little while, and it still works. Like, you made a practical plan, and so then you're able to continue. Wow, okay, so basically, what it's telling you, you might be having a bit of a struggle here, and you're having a little bit of a struggle in these three cards. You're having a little bit of a struggle here. So it's telling you that your romance is kind of in a little bit of a rough patch, but that's okay. It's not all doom and gloom. It's just that there's some things to work out, especially in the new beginnings, if you're in a new beginnings there. Same with friends who are younger, or that you're fresh friends. It's probably a little rocky to start. It also, if it's a brand new project that you're working on, maybe it's saying, oh, it's going to be a little bit of a delay. It's going to be a little bit of a delay, and that you need to really plan things out. You need to sit down and figure out your pros and cons and figure out how this is going to work. Your finances are going to be okay overall. It might be a little tight, especially in some of the bigger things. So take the challenges as they come to you. You've got the ability to take care of them. It's just you have to be prepared for that. And make that practical plan. Think about the ways that you can take care of them and how you can make it work. You need to make more decisions about your job or your studies, or what you do to survive, what you put your work into. You have to really stop being indecisive and take charge, because if you delay anymore, it probably is going to cause a problem, and it's not going to function quite right. Your mental and physical health, everything is falling into place, whether that it's been a thing for a little while or maybe it's just starting, but you do need to put the effort in. You do need to make sure that you can have everything fall into place. It's not just going to go bloop into place automatically. You do have to put the effort in. It's just a positive response. And listen to your intuition. Your intuition is telling you things that you're going to want to listen to, even if they don't make sense right now. This is a nice reading. I like it. This is great. All right, let's get some advice here. What's something that they need to think about? Aries, what is the advice that we have for you today? Your practical plan, your practical plan. This card is poking out. Let's see what it says. Oh, I think you guys had this the last time too. I don't know if it was you guys or a different card, but a different group that I did last month, but one of you had the devil here too. Ah! This is funny. All right. You are aware of unhealthy attachments, addictions, and dependencies that are affecting you. You may think it's hard to let go, but it's easier than you realize. Let go of fear. I like that. Don't be afraid of things. You have the ability. You have the practicality to plan. Sure, it might seem a little scary right now, especially in some of the places that you're really struggling with, but you can't be afraid to take that next step. You can't be afraid to go forward and do things. You can't be afraid to have that discussion. Everything's going to be okay. You've got that practical plan. You're going to be set. Well, Aries, thank you so much for being here today, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Well, thank you guys for being here. I'm glad I could do this reading for your March of 2021. I hope that this is a positive reading for you and that it resonated with you. If it didn't, that's okay. You probably don't have, the message is probably not meant for you specifically. You might want to check on your other planetary things to see what other signs you can watch, and maybe one of those will have a message for you. But I think that this is pretty good for all Aries energy, whether they're Sun, Moon, or Rising. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and comment down below on how it resonated with you, or like just your story behind it all, because I love reading comments like that and it makes me very happy to hear that. And if you want to see more videos from me, I do these monthly readings as often as I can. I want to do them every single month on time, of course. But you can subscribe to my channel and ring that bell to get notified. I publish videos 2 to 3 times a week, depending. And I always publish on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I also have social media down below as well. So if you want to, you can follow me there, or you can even use those to reach out to me and contact me if you wanted more of a personal reading, or if you just wanted someone to talk to. I'm always open to talk to people, and my door is always open to initiate conversations and stuff like that. So I would love to just be there for you guys. So I hope that this leaves you well, and I hope that you have a happy March and that you are able to succeed at the things that you need to succeed at. Bye, Aries. Wow! That would have been real bad. Stay.